Hi, welcome to another edition of the Alan Rosenberg Show. I'm in a good mood. It's Thursday morning. I am off today. I fixed my 8-track tape player. Going to spend some time with my wife, and I wanted to start the day with doing a video. And today's video is going to be really a two-part video in one. I'm going to do a tribute to a musician who I think is a great musician. I think he's kind of undervalued here in America. I think maybe he's bigger overseas, but I think he's just terrific. We're talking about John Wetton. And for my birthday in February, I got a gift of a box set of the John Wetton Extraordinary Life box set. I'm going to unbox it. It is still sealed. I'm moving it up from my backlog, and we'll be starting to play it. So I want to unbox it live. But before we unbox it, let's just talk about John Wetton's career. I think it's one of the most interesting, fascinating careers of anybody. Talk about a jobbing musician. This guy has done a lot. So basically 1971 is when he first reaches commercial success with the band Family. That's just a collection that I have. After Family, in 1973-74 or so, he played with King Crimson. And he played with King Crimson on a couple of really classic albums. So this is a box set I have frame by frame. But if you like King Crimson, that was a really good period. He played with King Crimson, Locks, Tongues, and Aspect, Starless and Bible Black, and Red. We're talking around 73, 74. That's a strong period for King Crimson. After that, he joined Uriah Heep. Here's a great Uriah Heep box that I have that I love, and that was around 75, 76. What did he play with Uriah Heep? He played Return to Fantasy and High and Mighty from 75 around 76. Then he played with Roxy Music. He's only featured, I believe, on the live record called Viva, which I don't have, but it does feature a track on this compilation, so I can cheat. But he was on the Roxy Music Viva album. After that, he really did something cool. 1978, they formed the band UK, a supergroup, and in a way, the predecessor of Asia. Didn't have the success of Asia, but a really great album. UK, and this is the live one, Night After Night. He also did Danger Money, 3 records with UK. So that was a super group. You got John Wetton, Bill Bruford, Eddie Jobson, and Alan Holdsworth. So quite the lineup for sure. But they didn't have the success that they were hoping, really. And then he joined Wishbone Ash. 1981, played on one of their albums, Number the Brave. It is actually like in the top 3 of my favorite Wishbone Ash albums. I love this album. He really was more hired as the bass player. The story is that he had some of the Asia tracks, but Andy Powell wasn't interested, but that's been debated, and I don't know 100% what the truth is. But he does feature on lead vocals on that album on one song called That's That, which is a good bopping track. So that was 81. What happens next? 1982, they form the supergroup of Asia. We are talking Steve Howe, Carl Palmer, Jeffrey Downs, and John Wetton. And this album, the first Asia album, really takes over the world. I think it was the largest selling album of the year. Heat of the Moment, Only Time Will Tell, Soul Survivor, Wildest Dreams, Here Comes the Feeling. This is a great album that honestly still sounds great. Damn the naysayers. If it was easy to create real progressive music that's commercial and has hooks, but it's still progressive, if it was easy to do that, they all would do it. But they don't, because it's really damn hard. And Asia delivered it in spades. Don't sell that album on that band short. It was not easy what they did, and it was really successful. After that, they did Alpha. Not quite as successful, but still a good record. They also did Astra. That was pretty much the end of Asia because the backlash and just couldn't keep it going. But they did reform the original band that I saw, and they put out Phoenix, which is a fine album. And they kept going. They did Omega after that. And again, these albums don't change the world, but, if you like Asia, they're fine releases. Nothing to be embarrassed about. Here's 30, XXX, great artwork always with Roger Dean. And they're all these albums have good songs on them. They're not great, but they're good. This is Gravitas, and I got the deluxe editions on these cases. They were fine releases. With that said, he started his solo career around 1980, recording the Crossfire. We're going to get into that with the box set. The only John Wetton solo stuff that I have really is live records, but I do have one of them. So this box set is perfect for me. It was a great gift. What do I have? I love his live records because the John Wetton live albums are really good compilations of his career. So you'll see Asia, you'll see King Crimson, you'll see UK, and you'll see solo stuff. So this was my very first John Wetton album, Chasing the Dragon Live, and it's killer. Look at the track listing. It's just great, great stuff. And then I would buy more, Acoustica Live in America. Again, these are not going to change the world, but they're fine records, and it's a good summation of a guy who's got a really interesting career. There's Anthology Records. This is a good one. And again, it goes into the best of like his solo career and things like that. And what else is there? This is the only, I do have one solo record of him before the box, and that's Raised in Captivity. That's really good. He did stuff with Jeff Downes. Now, of course, Jeff Downes is his partner, main writing partner in Asia. So they did this thing called Icon, and there's a studio record, and there's a live one. And again, really good. I mean, what is there not to like about a guy who's so talented, really good songs, progressive yet commercial? He's also a jobbing musician. Throughout the years, he's played with a lot of people. And one of the highlights I always thought was this Steve Hackett concert called Tokyo Tapes. This is an original VHS that still plays really well on my system. Sounds great, looks good. And again, John will do a set, with in the Court of Crimson King he does on there, and some of the Asia stuff as well. And this is a CD of it. What a lineup, right? Steve Hackett, John Wetton, Chester Thompson, Ian McDonald, Julian Kovac. This is a great album. If you're ever out there and you see it, you should pick it up. Now, the cool thing is I did get to meet John Wetton once. Again, I've never been in the industry, but I did go to see one of the Reunion Asia concerts. And they did a really cool thing. It was at Westbury Music Fair. They set up a table and they came out and they actually autographed this. I think I had to pay for this, but they autographed it in front of me. And that was really, really cool, which is framed. But then I have like these archives of great old ads. And I saved this for all those years and I brought it in. They thought it was really cool because it had the original tour dates from the very first Asia album. And they all signed it, and they thought it was really cool. So yeah, I guess I am the inspiration of the 40-year-old virgin, because that was in the 40-year-old version, right? Virgin. Anyway, there's my tribute to John Wetton. So he's great. Always reminded me kind of like Greg Lake. They have a very similar voice, a deeper kind of voice, but it's a wonderful voice, great bass players, and great guitar players. So they're very similar. But John Wetton, really special. With that said, in February, I got this for my birthday. So let's unbox it. This is John Wetton, An Extraordinary Life. 6 studio albums plus 2 bonus discs. I'm going to move closer, because this is probably not going to be easy, right? But let's unbox this thing. This is what it looks like on the back. And you got Caught in the Crossfire, the whole album. Bonus tracks, Battle Lines, Archangel, Welcome to Heaven, Rock of Faith, Raised in Captivity, which I already have, and then 2 rarity CDs dedicated to the memory of John Wetton. John died of cancer in 2017, and he died at the age of 67. In his life, he had his ups and downs like everybody, but 67, and I'm doing this video live like I do everything without any kind of script. It's hitting me now. I'm 61. Man, I got to get my act together. He died at 67, pretty young. So this is the box set. It is beautifully done, hard. It's got some weight to it. Not overly thick, so it'll fit on the shelves. Just wonderful that they do this. And this is called John Wetton, An Extraordinary Life, the solo albums, which is perfect for me because I have so much other stuff, but I don't have much of the solo records. And then when you take it out, it's in book form. So there's the box now empty. Where is it? Right there. It's empty. And the whole thing is in a book. So let's put that up there. And this is what it looks like, the solo albums. And there's the back. And there's the spine. And how the hell am I going to do this? Let's try to do it like this. I'll put my feet up. Yeah, my classy jeans, because I'm a classy guy. And there's the opening. So you got 4 discs right there, all imprinted with the artwork of the corresponding album. For the love of John, his son Dylan, his wife Lisa, and to all who were fortunate enough to touch his extraordinary life. That's beautiful. It's really beautiful, glossy paper. Yeah, this is really magnificent. I have not seen this. I don't know if you have, but this is totally cold for me. John Wetton, the solo albums. There you go. Membership of King Crimson UK and Asia to his name. Well, plus a lot more that I just showed you. They talk about his career there. And then they go into each album. And so it goes into Caught in the Crossfire, following the release of Night After Night live album. And then he did his first solo record. And then it tells you what's on there. So that I always like when it's got the credits. You know, Simon Kirke was on drums. I didn't even realize that. That's interesting. Simon Kirke was in Bad Company. Oh, and now you get the lyrics. I am not a big lyric guy. My sister always was. I'm not the kind of guy that would ever sit there and read the lyrics, but that's neat. And then it goes into Battle Lines. What an amazing song that is. My God, that's great. It's the kind of song I'm like, how did that song not get played? But I know the answer because commercial radio sucks. But if it had any taste, how would it not play Battle Lines? What a great song. Archangel, 1997. And again, you get the lyrics. You can't see the quality. The quality of these papers are just magnificent. It's thick, glossy stock. I think I skipped something. Let's go back. So it's really, really well done. Now, there you go, David Live. I just knocked all the CDs over. All right. Welcome to Heaven. That's a beautiful picture right there. And let's keep going. Welcome to Heaven. Yeah, this is just top notch. Makes me feel good. You know, somebody put a lot of time and a lot of money into this to, you know, in dedication to John Wetton's career. And I did think that's wonderful. And hopefully people bought it like me. Raised in Captivity, that's the album I already have. That's a really good record. I like that a lot. You know, he's always got a good mixture of ballads and, you know, hooks, but, you know, progressive as well. And then you got John Wetton, The Rarities, which is always fun to listen to. Oh, and there's good liner notes, so it tells you what the rarities are. Boy, this thing's loaded. This first disc of Rarities has got 20 tracks on it. And then the second has another 19 tracks on it. So, and it goes into what they are. Sometimes a lot of these tracks become other songs. So you get like early editions. There is some Asia stuff. That's where, you know, this is just beautiful. Beautifully done. I am very excited to, there's a concert at the Stables Milton Keynes. Yeah. Dedications from Jeffrey Downs and Roger Dean and others. At what I do, I am the only one. I am the very best at being me. Love, John. Go seize the day. Wake up and say, this is an extraordinary life. Oh, 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 oh. Enjoy today. Come what may, this is an extraordinary life. That is a phenomenal song, which is on an Asia album, Latter Day one. Dedicated to the memory of John Wetton, indeed. We got 8 CDs, 4 there, and 4 there in this magnificent packaging. It's in a book form, which comes in here, which goes in there. So thanks to my family for a beautiful birthday present. This was back in February when I got it, and it's been in my backlog, and now it's going to raise its head to the current listening. So there you have it, my tribute to John Wetton and the unboxing of the video. Now I got to pick all of these up, David. Whatever, makes my channel live and fun. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you are new to my channel, please hit subscribe. Check out my other videos. Enjoy the day. It's a little cold here in New York, but it's going to warm up later on. As I always say, stay safe, stay healthy, let's enjoy this life. I'll tell you, this kind of hit me. I didn't realize he was only 67, and I am now 61. I think I got to get my act together. So let's all enjoy this life and enjoy the beautiful music that these great artists have left us for eternity. And God knows you're never going to hear this stuff on radio, so go and get physical media like me so you can control your own destiny. Have a wonderful day. I will see you next time on the Alan Rosenberg Show.